Imagine having to tell your spouse, honey, I gotta be honest with you. I'm hooked on Imodium. Hey folks, G-Man here. Hope you're all doing well. I've had a real chaotic week. We had 90-mile-an-hour winds up here at near my place, and well, a big old tree fell down and blocked our driveway. Another big old tree fell down and ruined a part of my deck. And yeah, I also dropped a considerable amount of money to get my pellet stove fixed, just for the knucklehead who fixed it forgot to plug it into our surge protector, and another tree fell and it took our power out, and when the power came back on, it refried my pellet stove, and he's already trying to get out of responsibility for it. So, but you know what? First world problems, baby. We're blessed. We're happy. We'll make it work. So, real quick, we've got the drink. Check. We got the vape. Check. Nice hair. Nice clothes. Check. Alright. So, today we are going to talk about Loperamide or Imodium. Okay? Loperamide is the active chemical in Imodium and its generic equivalents. It is really good at what it does. If you are having loose or runny stool, one or two of these bad boys should fix you right up. And believe it or not, a lot of people use Loperamide as a tool to mitigate opiate withdrawal. I've heard it referred to as the poor man's methadone. And I've heard of people using it to get high. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about why you shouldn't do it and the dangers involved with using Loperamide irresponsibly. And we're going to talk about how you can use it to help mitigate withdrawals without necessarily putting yourself in danger for the renal, kidney, in other words, the kidney or heart problems that may arise from irresponsibly using it. Alright, real quick, I want to make a couple of quick announcements. One, I am very proud to I'm very proud to announce that I will be starring on the Life's a Garden podcast, hosted by a good friend of mine named Dakota. He is a personal friend of mine. He's actually the first friend I met when I moved up here to Montana. Great guy. He's been running his show for a little while now. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. We're going to do it over the weekend, and I believe it's going to drop Monday. Not sure what time, but down below I will post a link to his channel. Check him out. Subscribe. Awesome guy. Entertaining show. And I can't wait to be on it. Another quick announcement is, for those of you who vape, if you're using the disposables, ditch it. Totally ditch it, man. get you one of these. They're not expensive anymore. I got this one for $45, and it is nice. I am a working man. I work a laborious labor job, and I've dropped this thing already probably 10 times, and I've had it less than a week. It rocks. Plus, if you're not using disposables, you can check out stuff like this. I don't know if this is going to focus or not, but this is the strawberry custard. And my God, I got this one and another one, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Incredible. I've been on a diet, and when my sweet tooth is acting up, which most junkies get, you know how it is. That sweet tooth, it's real. This helps me curb that. Alright, so on to the subject matter. So, as I said in the very beginning, Loperamide is the active chemical that's in Imodium. It is an over-the-counter drug that is used to treat acute diarrhea. It comes in 2 milligram tablets. Loperamide is an opiate. Not a lot of people know that, but it is actually an opiate. However, it's an opiate that does not cross the blood-brain barrier easily. I've seen a lot of things online about different things you can do to help it cross the blood-brain barrier. And we'll talk about some of that. But first, I want to tell you how I first came across information about using Loperamide to treat withdrawals or get high. Okay. It was on opiophile.org. Opiophile.org was a forum specifically for junkies. It labeled itself as a harm reduction site, and there was a lot of harm reduction information to be had on there, but most of it was just, people with the opioid addiction affliction would just chill and hang out and chat. And, a lot of these people I still talk to today. I was literally best friends with a guy I had never met in person. He's a big sweetheart. He's a great guy. When I moved up here to Montana from San Diego, he sent me a pair of Carhartt overalls in the mail, and he told me, hey, you're going to need these. And he was right. So there were a lot of great people on Opiophile. But that is where I first heard mentioning of using Loperamide to mitigate withdrawals or get high. Okay? Now, my personal experience with mitigating withdrawals with Loperamide is that it does work. You're not going to take it and then feel incredible and feel bomb and feel high, at least in my opinion, but it noticeably took the edge off of my kick. I've even been with other people kicking, and we tried taking Loperamide, and I would take about 10 to 20 of the 2 milligram tablets, and it would take the edge off of my kick. Let me tell you though, I'm not recommending anybody do that. I'm not recommending anybody do what I say that I have done. This is all for educational entertainment purposes. I'm not a doctor. I do have a PhD in the School of Hard Knocks, but I am not a medical doctor, so don't take my advice as medical advice. Don't take what I'm saying as medical advice. Alright, guys. So, if you want to try messing with Loperamide to take the edge off of a withdrawal, just take the recommended amount and see how you feel. Because honestly, if I had a close friend call me and say, hey, I've got Loperamide, I'm kicking off of a shit ton of heroin or a shit ton of methadone, what should I do? I would tell them, hey, take a couple, give it some time, and see how you feel. What people also talk about is using certain heartburn medications and grapefruit juice to help loperamide cross the blood-brain barrier. I don't know the exact science behind this, and I'm drawing a blank on which heartburn medicine it is, but if you want to know, it's not hard to look up. Again, I don't want to give too specifics. I don't want somebody to hurt themselves because of a video I made. I mainly am making this video to go ahead and get it out there and tell you that yes, people do use loperamide to curb withdrawals, and there are a lot of people who use loperamide to get high. And a lot of them, like I said, will use it in conjunction with grapefruit juice and other over-the-counter medications like a heartburn medicine. That being said, I gotta tell you guys about some of the dangers of taking excessive amounts of loperamide. One is, as I'm sure you would probably suspect, is extreme constipation. And it's no joke, you guys. It's got a funny name, but toxic megacolon is a serious medical condition, and it ain't nothing to fuck with, alright? And not only that, it's just unhealthy, and it will make you feel like crap, literally, if you're plugged up for prolonged periods of time. That's actually the video I'm going to put out soon, is opiates and constipation. But yeah, so severe constipation is a big time side effect of abusing loperamide. Another big one is renal failure. A lot of people end up experiencing severe renal problems, or even all the way up to kidney failure and death from abusing high amounts of loperamide. I'll be honest, I've heard reports of people taking a lot of loperamide every day for months, even years on end, without experiencing really any negative effects of obvious consequence. But there are other people who dabble in it and, they end up having kidney failure from it. And it's not pretty. It's not something that you should risk. I don't know much about this, but I've also heard that it can cause severe cardiac problems. I've heard that people overdose on it, literally. Need to be Narcaned to come out of a loperamide high or loperamide overdose. So it's nothing to fuck with, guys, at all. I would recommend taking 1 to maybe 3 loperamide, a normal dose, if you're having severe diarrhea from a kick. It will help take the edge off of the gut symptoms, okay? It does. And even if you're not withdrawing, if you're having, Old Faithful, if you will, a loperamide can help. It's really good at what it does with that. And with lope being called poor man's methadone, I almost don't even like saying that because, again, I don't want to give people the impression that you can replace, your dope or your methadone with loperamide. It's just not worth it. I would love to hear some of your experiences with loperamide. Drop us a comment down there about your experience with loperamide. And that being said, I just wanted to also tell you guys that I'm sorry that the video didn't come out in the beginning of the week like I normally do. These crazy winds up here, they've had my power down. I haven't had power in almost a day. No internet. I've got a lot of work to do. I gotta go pick up a chainsaw and remove some trees out of the driveway. In fact, we've got to park at the beginning of the gate and walk the quarter mile to the house because the driveway is blocked by trees. So it's been a crazy week. Thank you guys for rocking with me. don't mess with Loperamide. It's just not worth it. It is great to help with the gut symptoms of a withdrawal, but keep it within reason. Don't go overboard. Stay safe. Thank you guys so much. We're going to do a story time this week, and we are also going to drop a really cool video about Narcan, why you should have it, and even how to administer it. I am actually a licensed and board certified EMT, so I would love to get that information, the correct information, out to you guys on how to use Narcan to save your homeboy, to save your chick, to save that random dude on the street, because everybody's life is worth being saved, and Narcan can do it very easily. Alright guys, have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one.